Fatscraps. I'm an okay cook sharing tasty recipes. Well, it's nice to see all of you again, and today here in Wisconsin it is a soup day, so I thought I'd throw together a real quick chicken soup to enjoy with this cold weather. So for this, it's really easy. All you need is maybe one big onion, 3 carrots, a couple sticks of celery, and chop them up, mince them up, and it's all good. I have 2.5 pounds of chicken breast, and the reason it's 2.5 pounds is because that's the package that I had in the fridge. You're going to need 6 cups of broth. Now, let me tell you something. There's another way that you can make that, and that's when you use one of those rotisserie chickens that you can get at the grocery store. And if you use one of those, there's lots of flavor in there, so you don't need as much broth, and you can have just water. But you can do whatever you want. So 6 cups of broth, and we like noodles in ours, so I had some bow ties left over in our cupboard, so we're going to use that. And of course, olive oil to cook the stuff in before we start simmering it. So let's get started. I have the pan going here. Let's glob in some olive oil real quick. And what you're going to do first is just do the chicken, okay? So let's put the chicken in. And there you go. Okay, one of the things that my son wanted me to remind everybody is that I do wash my hands. I just edit that part out, but it's really important. So I touched raw chicken. I'm going to go wash my hands and edit it out, and then I'll be right back here. Okay, so let's salt and pepper our chicken here. To do that, how much salt? Whatever you feel like, right? Pepper. Now, of course, again, soup is great because you can do anything you want. You can put whatever herbs you want in there, whatever flavors you want. I'm just making this straight today, just a plain old chicken noodle soup with salt and pepper. Okay, this is browning nice. We're just going to brown the meat a little bit because you don't need to cook it all the way through since you're going to simmer it, okay? And my drink of choice today, as you can see, is Fresca. And the reason is that through this pandemic, I have become a lot more fat and a lot less scraps. So I'm deciding that I should cut down a little bit on my liquid carbs, and this is what I'm drinking, so to your health. The chicken breast is getting brown and stuff. Now I'm going to add our vegetables. Now let me tell you something. It makes a huge difference if you saute your vegetables a little bit before you add your liquid, because otherwise all you really have is boiled vegetables. But if you saute them a little bit, it gives them a little bit nicer flavor and texture. And so we're going to do that. We're just going to add all this and let it saute a little bit, and then we'll add our broth. Well, it's been sauteing for about 10 minutes or so, and it looked good, and you could probably eat it just like this, but I want to have some noodles and things in there, so I'm going to add my 6 cups of broth. So I've already dissolved 6 teaspoons in here, so I don't have to keep doing that. So here's just 2 cups of water, 4 cups of water, and I just realized I didn't tell you what I dissolved 6 teaspoons of the base, the chicken base, so that's why I'm not adding more in there. So add 2 more cups, and you're done. So now all you need to do is let this get nice and hot and simmer until the vegetables are done the way you like them. And then if you want, you can add your noodles, and if you want to add corn, that's a good time to add your corns toward the tail end, or peas, or whatever you want to do. So we're going to let this simmer until the vegetables are done, and then we'll give her a taste. Okay, the vegetables are done, the noodles are done, and from start to finish, counting the chopping and counting cleaning up before I started cooking and showing you how I did this, it took an hour, so really 45 minutes tops to make this wonderful soup. Okay, and I hope that when you make it that you're tasting it every once in a while just to make sure that it has the right amount of salt, pepper, whatever herbs you'd like to put in there, so it tastes good. So make sure you taste it. All right, we got some carrots, some chicken, some onions, some celery, and my favorite, the broth, and some noodles. Here we have a beautiful spoonful of chicken noodle soup. It's hot, but it's tasty. See you next time.